ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Men Upstairs Podcast! Welcome to the Men Upstairs Podcast. On the way home.
At night.
Yeah, at night. The first one was already like an hour long.
Nick at night, or is this like upstairs at night?
Upstairs at night?
I don't know about that.
Anyways,
this is upstairs.
we were
After
just
dark.
we were just talking about how during rehearsals today that a wasp landed on William's mouthpiece. And we were all freaking out, and our Uber driver, Benji, was conducting the song because apparently Benji went to school for music, didn't know that. And apparently he thinking to himself, was like, oh my god, these dudes are being, douches, I'm gonna have to, kill them later. Little did he know that there was a wasp on the saxophone, and then it flew on the bassoon player's head, and it was just total mayhem. And now Benji is glad that he didn't yell at us.
Yeah, what happened after it flew on the guy's head?
After it flew away and
disappeared into nothing.
No, it flew away. It flew away onto a flute player, like in the corner of a flute player's eye.
So you can see after that.
So what happened after that?
And then it
I have no idea.
No,
because after it flew off the dude's head, the polka section came. And I was like, alright, let's go.
Yeah.
It took me, I was like, God, stop laughing, stop laughing, stop laughing.
I know it's so hard not to laugh. Like, I wanted to scream, but I was like, yeah, I know. William freaked out.
Oh my God.
I just look back there and I just see all my students just giggling and flipping their instruments upside down. And I'm just like, I'm going to murder all of them. I'm going to murder all of them. I didn't know, like, what. And that was during the performance, too. I couldn't stop.
Yeah, I know.
I couldn't stop and be like, what is going on? Right? Because we were doing run-throughs. So, Jesus, man, you guys.
We're not gonna act stupid for no reason.
That's a lot.
God.
Outside of, inside
When have we done that this year?
Honestly, when have we been stupid during?
In his office.
Yeah, there's multiple times rehearsals.
I'm talking about like doing like a serious run through when we're like,
yeah, okay.
focus.
And that's why I was so pissed. I was like, what is going on there?
We'd never do that unless we have a reason.
Yeah.
Wasp.
Oh my God.
Wasp.
Oh my God.
Let's welcome back Kayla. And welcome back Jose, and then Squilly and Diamond and Michael and myself and Benji.
Our Uber driver.
And Siri.
What was I gonna say? What happened to the other tenor player?
I don't know. She died 3 years ago.
No, she died recently in a car fire.
She didn't.
I don't know if you're serious or not. Could you just straight
It's
face?
not like she
sure.
does anything anyways.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I can hear my part.
Continue on to I-20 East.
You know how weird it was hearing the tenor part today? It was weird.
What is up with your nose?
I'm dying.
Allergies.
Is it allergies or
thing.
sickness?
Allergies, but it also feels like there's something inside my head.
Oh, he's right
Probably
behind
the
you,
wasp.
blowing it into the back of your
Okay,
head.
remember, this is where that truck came up on us that last time, remember?
out of nowhere. I was
Ooh,
ready.
that was
Hey.
I was ready to meet my
like
dad.
that one right there. Okay, forget that.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I'm ready to for 30 miles.
Woo!
Continue straight.
Jesus,
Spaghetti.
Beep, beep.
I got an exit, like right up here.
Beep, beep.
Dude, this is
Beep,
the
beep, beep,
place
beep,
that
beep.
I hate. Like,
This
This
coming
video version. This
His-
video is on his iPhone. iPhone.
guts in his mouth.
In line at Cookout.
Do you guys know where we got that? Like
No.
where that comes from?
No.
There's a third party.
Yeah, it's the movie I Love You, Man.
Oh.
Have you seen that?
No.
I Love You, Man?
Yeah, I saw it like
with
2
Paul
years
with
ago.
Paul Rudd?
Yeah, Paul.
Oh wait, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And the guy from Sausage Party. What's his name?
Seth Rogen?
Seth Rogen, yeah. Seth Rogen and Paul Rudd made this movie. I Love You, Man.
Yeah,
and that's where we got the iPhone and like everything that we were talking about. I got it in my iPhone. That's from that movie.
I did not know that.
Whenever you're connected
Fun fact.
to the Onkyo
It
system,
says Benji's
It
iPhone.
says, yeah.
Yeah, because my very first phone, I named Josh's iPhone.
Bro!
Benji's iPhone.
Looks like Mr. Nutting's car.
Oh, nothing.
Definitely not Mr. Nutting.
Stop speeding.
Yeah, like nothing's gonna be going 99.
Oh my gosh, man.
You trying to go fast enough so you
That's
can
Turbo
jump
Nut.
all the way to the Philippines.
Turbo Nut.
Have you guys ever heard of, on the Tesla cars, they got that ludicrous speed mode?
Yeah.
I want to try that so
Wait, what'd you
bad.
say?
Oh my god.
Ludicrous speed.
Luda.
Oh, I thought you said hookah speed.
Six Flags.
I'm like,
I win.
Yeah, okay.
Suck it.
Like, hecka fast.
Hecka fast?
Hecka
Oh,
fast.
dude, I saw lights and I was like, oh, are we getting pulled over?
Don't worry about it, man.
It's hecka
I can outrun them.
I'm not wearing my seatbelt.
B, you're in a Suburban. You're Benjamin!
It doesn't work that way.
You literally said your first name like 5
Yeah,
times.
you
Jay.
did.
Wait, no, that doesn't work either.
Gotta bookmark it.
his name is Juice.
Juice?
Juice.
Like Jewish douche.
A Jewish dude.
I don't have the hair or the nose, man. Sorry.
Whoa.
Hey.
You got that big head.
You were right about that one right there. I should probably slow down.
Shark
a
pain in
little
my
bit.
chest.
You suck.
I could not. I could not.
Took
have him.
forever to
I'm
take a
sorry.
30-second video.
Sorry.
Was that the only two videos? No, I got the rest are just Quartet videos, right?
And iPhone videos.
The iPhone
Yeah.
tutorials. We're gonna do those too.
The iPhone tutorial?
Yeah, I said we're gonna do one on our phone. Like the first one's gonna, yeah.
Those aren't as fun though. Those
I
aren't.
kind of want to like open up an app.
Well,
and then, like, it opens
go
up,
back
like, porn.
in time and make more stupid videos so we can copy them.
That was when videos like YouTube just came out, man.
Good. Go back in time and do what I did that.
When did YouTube come out? Like
2005.
Yeah.
I remember when it came out. Yeah.
Like I didn't even know what, like when I was making those videos, Facebook wasn't even really like a thing. Like I had a Facebook.
Right.
It was my.
Yeah, it was MySpace.
Heck
Like
yeah, I had a MySpace.
I had a MySpace.
like Facebook was a thing, and I had one, but I didn't use it. You know.
Now you use it every day.
Yeah, now it's like an addiction.
Haha, benediction. Haha.
Ha ha ha.
Remember when YouTube was
Did it
just
because
a whole bunch?
Benji Ben addiction.
Yeah,
name right there.
when it was just videos and there were no ads and
Oh
you
my
know
God, I missed those days.
back in the
You
day.
couldn't post more than 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Yep.
old YouTube was great.
It's because they got money hungry.
Yep.
It's because Google's tongue punching YouTube's fart box. You gotta pay money for it.
Jesus,
Plus,
dude.
Hey, now remember last time that this happened and you flipped the dudes off, they like coasted with us to make sure you weren't flipping them off again.
He passed and saw my finger.
Yeah.
And he came back and
And then
was
he
like,
was
did I just see his finger?
And he kept looking.
Anything, bro.
You don't see nothing. But I mean, it's really hard to miss my finger whenever I get it.
I mean, your
Like,
finger
I'm not
is
just
like
waving.
5 feet long.
I'm not just waving. I'm like, you know. That's like, I mean, if I'm gonna give you the finger, it really is the finger. Like, you know,
It's a finger.
you're not gonna get confused. Like, you're not gonna think I'm trying to do a gun motion or anything
No,
like that, right?
fuck
Okay.
you.
Like, who does that? Why do they have like, or why do they have
What?
the,
That?
This
That's
is horrible.
weird.
This is
What?
weird.
That?
That's like a.
It's like you're trying to build like a house, you know,
It's
like with a
inject you
steeple.
with heroin or something.
Wait.
What?
You just that or that?
Yeah.
I mean, just give them the finger,
Like-
you know.
Why is your finger so long? Ah! It's so crooked.
I feel like that's like
Who's got which finger?
crooked. It's not
Me.
crooked.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Great, What's wrong with your hand? Better
Stop
to see
making
you
me
while
laugh
I'm
and make my
Can't-
chest.
First time a student noticed that. None of my students noticed that in Washington State. Danny was the very first person to ever notice that, and he like coined it and put it on Facebook, put it all over all social media as the buck finger. And one of my students tagged me in it, and my bosses saw. Like, I mean, there was a picture of me going like this, smiling with the.
Oh, well, yeah, you took a selfie.
Yeah. And it had to come down real quick. Oh my lord, I was so pissed off.
Some people might still have it.
Did you get in trouble?
I did not get in trouble, but I swear I feel like my bosses found it.
Did you get like? Okay, when you got reported for hazing, did you get in like serious trouble or no?
No, I just got a talking to.
Yeah.
But like, for instance, like today, Mrs. Thorpe like was trying to do warm-ups in choir.
That was the band camp.
Yeah.
She was trying to do warm-ups in choir.
Mrs. Thorpe. Yeah.
Hey.
Stop. Anyways.
Different name.
Don't worry about it. Anyways. Oh, Mrs.
Xanthopus.
Blah 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 was trying to teach choir, and she told one of the students that couldn't move very well. She's also in band. She's a horn player. To try to do the movement with them, and she couldn't because it was, she has movement problems. And then like she was just like, well, we all have problems, And then like kind of went on.
Some people don't like her.
Yeah, and it got to the dean, and it was like, now that's kind of hazing. That's kind of like, it's not really hazing. It's just, I mean, I say mean things to you guys all the time.
Yeah, but we're okay.
No one likes her.
But we're okay with you being.
Yeah, but you're not like a sadistic vampire.
Hey, that's an insult to sadistic vampires.
But I mean, like, I don't know. There's a difference between being mean and being holding standards, I think. When I'm mean, I'm trying to just hold you guys to a pretty high standard.
Bro, I care.
She favors a group of people. Like in our sightseeing class, she has all the choir people in the same
except
group.
for like 2 choir kids in one group.
And we're just like, yeah, cool. That's a nice.
In our group, it's like, there's only like 10 of us. So she likes the 3 vocalists and the rest of us fed for our own.
Exactly.
She really likes JJ though. She thinks JJ's
Everyone
really cute.
likes JJ. JJ
Talks about how cute he is all the time.
JJ's adorable.
You know what JJ said, like, I think it was at the beginning of the semester this year? He was like, I'm tired of being cute. I want to be sexy.
I want to be what?
Sexy.
Be sexy.
Oh, JJ.
And then I think somebody at our table was like, oh, JJ, you're so cute.
That's the cutest thing to say. Like, I want to be cute.
JJ already is sexy.
If his girlfriend thinks he's sexy, then that's all that matters.
If everyone else in the band thinks
A
JJ
lot
is
of people
sexy,
think JJ's sexy.
it's like Tyler.
Yeah.
God, dude.
Everyone loves JJ.
Tyler.
The whole Tyler thing, I think it's dangerous to feed a horse with short legs.
I don't know what you mean.
What the fuck you mean?
Because its stomach will drag against the ground. Use your fucking head.
You mean Patty?
What?
Hell?
I
don't understand that analogy whatsoever.
Never heard that analogy.
Never in my life.
No.
And
Where do you get
What are you
these from,
smoking, my
William?
dude?
Do you like look them up online?
No.
You have to look.
he's totally looking this stuff up. There's no way.
He says like a notebook of all these things to write
Explain.
down.
Are you sure that I'm not autistic enough to pull these out of my ass?
I am 100% sure you are not that.
I think you just look them up just to say them, and then when we call you weird for the only one knowing it, you're like, oh no.
I really swear on my soul. I don't.
Explain the idiom. Explain the idiom and what you mean by it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You're gonna like write these
Right,
down.
horse, right? Horse has tall legs. The tall legs prevent the stomach from dragging against the ground. If a horse has short legs, that means there's smaller distance between its stomach and the ground. So if you feed a horse who has short legs, it's going to get fat, and its stomach is going to drag against the ground, similar to Buck's cat pet.
So
what does that have any correlation with?
I got it. Wait, hold on. I got it. I think what he's talking if the horse gets fatter, then it's gonna slow down and die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
using your noggin.
Noggin.
Could have just used to,
Because you gotta use your
an
You
noggin.
could've just
actual
said, "Don't
ego.
feed his ego."
No, that's too simple.
No, that's too
Oh, we have a
simple.
lot of bleeping out.
Yeah, I know.
Sure do.
This is around college.
You can't say the N-word.
Neighbor.
Neighbor
That's not
college.
the. That's not the.
Neighbor raber.
I mean, it basically is.
Like,
You're diabetic?
like there's a very sharp pain in my chest, and I'm dying. It's on my left, and it's on my left. It's on my left side. And you know what's on
It's on your left
I
tit.
think it's your
And it's on
heart.
my left tit, and it's hurting. And you know what else is on my left side? My heart. What's my
I really
heart?
like that original suite.
Oh, yeah.
I quite enjoy original suite.
It's alright.
You guys, it's just one of the classics, Like, it's just it's awesome that
Shut up.
you guys are playing classics.
That'd be terrible. I would be.
I do enjoy my whole notes and half notes.
Not that bad.
I enjoy my quarter notes thoroughly.
I don't enjoy what I play.
Huh!
Give me a tuba.
If you don't like what you're playing now, you're not going to enjoy too much.
I'm joking.
No, you're not gonna enjoy tuba.
I promise you would not enjoy
Playing a
tuba.
bunch of 16 notes, 8 notes.
I still want to play Tubby the Tuba. Like, really
no,
want
we
to play
can't.
Tubby the Tuba.
Garrett Kelly's dead.
We all have to.
Garrett Kelly died
We don't
3 years
have-
ago.
well, we have
I mean, we only need one tuba.
We have
Like,
hated now.
We need a good tuba.
But
Yeah,
we need
hated
like,
tuba.
I could have Mr.
okay, yeah.
It's good.
It's good. It's good.
You gotta bleep that out too, Austin.
Oh, dang.
Why?
Because you said his name.
God.
How about his name is Snoopaloop?
Alright, from now on, do not say any faculty member's name. Come up with something else.
His name is Dr. Octagonopoulos.
Alright, cool. I don't care what you call him. I don't care if you guys have different names for him, okay?
Dr. Slow.
No.
No.
Doctor, it's good.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Dr. Good.
Doctor's good.
Dr. Good.
It's good.
And Dr. B.
Leave it out.
There's going to be so much censorship in this episode.
Okay, I just want you to know that the first half is like an hour long. So I'm probably just going to make this 2 separate podcasts. Okay?
Part 2.
Because a 2-hour long podcast.
No way.
You really should cut like sections and only have like when you're going through when you're doing this, you should cut like little sections and fast forward to actual interesting parts.
That's
Yeah,
what he does.
but I mean, I kind of do that. Like I get the whole
It'll take
thing.
you a lot longer.
I know, but I get the whole thing basically, and I put it on the website that I use, and I just kind of like click, and I'm like, okay, cool. And like usually, like we're like in a section or something. When we're playing, the waves are 45 times bigger. So I'm like, oh, cool. I know how to cut all that out. That way, like usually, like William will count out. It'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we start talking again. Because I just cut out all the play. What?
I can't show you. You'll get upset.
Okay.
Did you guys see the massacres on Easter Sunday?
I did.
Yeah.
My uncle was talking about it.
240 people
The Sri
dead.
Lanka one?
Out of,
Oh yeah.
out of like 500 people
It's
that are
now
injured.
like 290.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, it was in Sri Lanka.
There was some bombings, yeah.
bombings all over Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
240 people at the churches, at the mosques and whatnot.
Yep.
Isn't that horrible, man?
Yeah. 200. It's now been confirmed like over 290
Oh,
and over
Lord.
like 500 injuries.
Just like
are
sickens
evil.
me, man. Every single time I see something like that, like, just a pit in my stomach appears. But then, it's gotten to the point where we're, as a society, we're starting to realize that as long as there are humans on this earth, there will be violence on this earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, this just shit do be like that,
There's long as there are humans, period, there will be violence, period. It's just sad that people feel like their beliefs and opinions are more important than other people's beliefs and opinions.
Or more important in their lives.
See, now people are starting to realize why, you know, countries need borders to keep people like that away.
But those are hard too. And like, cause like
Yeah,
with
that
the
did- I'm just saying,
churches here, that's people who live here. That's not.
I guarantee you that over 90% of all school shootings happen from an American child.
Now let me tell you this. I have a mixed opinion about the wall, but I will say there is a wall that works, and it's the wall of Jerusalem that keeps the Palestinians and the Jews divided, or the Israelis. That wall really does work. There's still violence.
You know what I'd do is I would just line the whole thing with landmines.
What about the Great Wall?
Hold on. That didn't work. They went around it.
I'm sure. What?
I mean, if you look at the statistics,
The Great Wall of China?
Yeah.
that's exactly what it was for. It was to,
Keep out the Mongolians, but I mean,
to
at the end
keep
of the
them
day,
from attacking them.
yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, we're not afraid of the Mexicans attacking us.
Okay, that's not the point.
So what's the point? Watch yourself. Like, why aren't we building a wall in Canada?
Huh?
Why aren't we building a wall, a northern wall?
All of our free medical.
Because
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tell me the difference between building a wall in the north and building a wall in the south.
Because
Because there's
Mexicans
more
don't say-
Because
illegal
you're
trafficking.
racist. What?
Do you what? No, alright. Hold on.
Wait a second, I have to look up my my facts here.
Nah, it's okay, because, you know, I did a whole paper about all this bullshit.
That means
Yes, sir. Wait, hold up.
Well, how come the Honduran people can swim like through the sea?
You can't put a wall on water.
They're like, oh yeah, you can stay now that you touched the ground.
Because they're seeking asylum, aren't they?
I don't know.
Like,
I have that as soon as I found my Google Docs.
all makes it harder for people seeking asylum too.
At the end of the day, we were built off of immigration. We
Okay,
can't stop
that's not my
But I
argument.
tell you why we're not building a wall in Canada is because they put their milks in bags and they couldn't hurt nobody if they tried.
Yeah, well, I mean, what do Mexicans? No offense, but what do Mexicans do?
Fireworks.
They help us with our economy with
They
with
give us
labor.
avocados.
Drugs.
Now that's the worst part. Drugs. I get it from South America. I get
Drugs.
it.
What about them? I love them.
But if you don't think that they are smoking something up in Canada, then you are damn crazy.
Okay.
I don't think they're doing cocaine up
Well, okay, so I haven't even said my thing, and everyone just jumped to the conclusion that I was against.
Maybe. I just got an email
Hey, what?
from
Who?
housing
Who?
informing me that like I might get fined for not attending.
Nah, I already got the email back. You guys are fine. You just gotta go see Mr.
Nope.
Edit that part out.
Oh, God.
16 candles.
Anyways, read me your thing.
Alright, so these are all the countries so far that I've got so far in the paper that have walls and the reasons why they have walls.
Okay.
So India and Bangladesh share a 2,500 mile border, and India is nearing completion of a 1,700 mile barbed wire fence to curb immigration and smuggling. The fence is to block migrants from low-lying Bangladesh who want a better life in India. No one ever talks about it, but once again, America is the shithole.
Wait, no, pause. Look at the two countries.
Bangladesh and India.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me about the two countries.
I don't know shit about them.
Exactly. Go
I know
on.
about Bangladesh. Bangladesh is a slightly impoverished country, and India is also technically it's not impoverished, but it really is. It's a shit
So you're
place.
looking at both
Two developing
shitholes.
countries.
Yeah, both two developing, kind of second world, almost third world countries that don't have anything to really offer each other.
But India is building the border to stop Bangladeshians
From taking what?
from having a better life. They're literally
So how's that different from what
Who
the
wrote
wall
that?
is doing for America?
huh?
Who wrote that?
This is the Department of Homeland Security. This is all the.
You said it's stopping them from having a better life.
You know what, let's
That's
change the
basically what
subject
the
because
border's doing
you know what?
too.
At the end of this, no one's gonna fucking agree with anything. I don't want to.
Welcome to politics,
I'm not in the
Well,
mood.
you can't just change the subject
Hold
because
on,
you don't.
yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
We're having,
Who are you? No, you can't. Yes, I
we're
can.
having a conversation.
No, we're not. We're yelling at each other.
You're the only one yelling.
Yeah, I know, but still, shut up.
Like, we're having a conversation. I'm like, no, let's change the subject because I don't want to talk about it anymore.
No. Okay, so keep on. What's the next
not a
one?
conversation.
Okay, my whole thing,
Listening to him.
like with that part, like India is literally making it to avoid people from having a better life, and no one says a damn word about it.
Okay, so pause. My next argument.
Okay.
So, let's say you're living somewhere, and your next door neighbor doesn't have milk, and they come over and ask you for a cup of milk. You're gonna say, "Fuck you! I don't give my milk to people who are not better."
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Like, let me. But that's the same situation. Your neighboring country, is asking for help or asking to have a better life, and what they're saying is no.
They're literally saying no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying no one says anything about India doing
Well, that's
that.
because we're not in India. That's the pride. And honestly, nobody cares about third world countries, second world countries, realistically.
Anything that's not a first world country.
Yeah, I mean, the big deal really is at this point that America is the home of the brave and land of the free, right? Where anyone's welcome. Now we're saying, wait a second, we don't want to welcome everybody.
You can't exclude it because you don't want some bad people.
Yeah, it's like no matter what, bad is going to be all over the place. Now, that being said, I do think there needs to be policies on drug, control and weapon control and all that stuff where we just don't have policies, which sucks. And no offense, as a person who grew up shooting guns and competing in, competitions, I really feel like we need to ban assault weapons in the United States, and anything else needs to be registered and fingerprinted and we need to have tracking of weapons in the United States rather than just Jim Bob. Jim Bob on some kind of farm out in the middle of nowhere has an entire arsenal of all of these different weapons that he likes to just shoot cans out in the backyard.
I completely agree there should be more gun control.
Wait, but when I brought up to you about New Zealand doing the same thing that you're agreeing with, you said it was stupid.
Me?
No. When did we talk about New Zealand?
We talked about how New Zealand banned assault rifles, and you were like, that's stupid.
That is stupid. Kinda.
That's exactly
because here's the thing, no matter what you ban, bad guys are still gonna get their hands on it.
They're still gonna find it.
And so now you're just giving them the opportunity to have these guns that normal people, like good people that would try to defend you, won't have.
That being said, Ireland, as well as New Zealand, as well as Australia, banned guns completely.
That's because Ireland, New Zealand, and Australia are predominantly liberal countries.
Not really. Not Australia. You really think Australia is liberal? All them people kill people, right? Anyway, so they completely banned weapons in all those countries after the first school shooting, and they've had a significantly less school shooting, if any. I know Ireland hasn't had any since the first one. So, and that was over 15 years ago. And so now
Ireland is also the size.
I value my life.
well, I mean, it's not very large. Yeah, I get that, but still, at the end of the day, I don't know. There's so many, and I'm not gonna. One thing I will say about Mr. President is that it is a hard chair to sit in.
Yeah.
I mean, holy cow! All these different things flying at you from different directions. No one, honestly, no one can do that job correctly. Nobody can. Now, the decisions that he makes are, they're good decisions or they're bad decisions. No, they're just decisions.
What my government teacher said is that whenever they banned guns, like those countries, whenever they did that, she said that stabbings went up.
Exactly.
And then after they were like, okay, well, no more
Stab
knives.
one person. Yeah, I mean,
They were like, no more knives, so now everybody's throwing acid on everybody. So.
But there's a big difference. Like, okay, stabbings went up. whoop-de-doo, that's like one person rather than shooting 15 or 20.
Transmit diseases with a knife from person to person, which happened in a stabbing incident in Louisiana, but you can't transmit disease.
Yeah,
with
because you die
guns.
instantly.
Yeah, I think there should be a higher rate of murder in the U.S.
Wait, what?
What?
What did you say?
Population.
Oh my God! You're in timeout, William. Anyways, all right.
Hey, the part about this that you don't like is that you have to listen to my opinion.
That's
too.
true. That's true. All right, keep going. Tell me back up your argument.
I think that humans are animals,
Yep.
like everything else.
Okay.
And if we invent ways to kill each other more efficiently and faster, then so be it. Let natural selection take its course. The smartest will kill off the weakest, and then we'll progress even faster. The weakest don't matter. They really don't. They just hang on society and they leech off of the smartest.
Okay, I'm going to agree and disagree at the same time. One, I believe that we should all live a humanistic life and love each other and have brotherhood and actually not kill each other. That's good. I'm going to disagree with you on that one. Two, I do agree that the poor and the unwilling are a waste of societal needs and goods. I'll tell you the truth. Like, honestly, like people who just mooch off of the government or the world or anything like that.
I'm not willing to help anyone that's not willing to help themselves.
Exactly. Like, honestly, I mean,
babies?
Shut up. No,
not necessarily. No, not elderly and babies.
You know that's
I
not
mean,
what I mean.
first of all, if you make it to be elderly, hey, congratulations. You get to be taken care of, honestly. I mean, if you make it to 60, 70 years old, hey, you win, right? Okay, you get to, like, we're going to take care of you until you die because, you did all right in life. But, I mean, and babies the same way. I mean, like, there's innocence. Innocence is one of those things. And I don't believe 18 is whenever we should hold people to
adulthood.
Yeah, I think that should be down to 60, to tell you the truth.
I honestly, like, you should murder.
The decisions? Like, if a
murder
16-year-old shoots another person?
I mean, yeah, it needs to go to, like...
No, it needs to either be executed or go to prison the rest of their life.
Wait, it depends on why they...
I think they should do punishment like fits the crime. I think if you murder somebody, fuck you, dude. You should die as well.
But it depends on what, like...
I mean, if it's self-defense.
Yeah, no. If it's self-defense, yeah. But I'm saying, like...
And there's already a bunch of people who are...
Or, like, if someone... Like, honestly, if someone hurt my daughter and, like, I put their head in a microwave and I blew up their head or something like that, I mean, I'm probably going to go to prison the rest of my life. But I would hope that a jury would see, hey, I was just getting bagged, It's just kind of...
But, like, let me finish. What I'm saying is we shouldn't murder children of the elderly because they obviously can't hold their weight. There's certain types of disabled people that can't.
There are some elderly
people that are able to and just don't want to.
Like the 30-year-old hobo that's on the side of a street and just doesn't do shit.
Yeah, like, honestly, I feel like we should have programs for
homeless.
Like, not like taking care of the homeless, but either transporting them to where they do have to do work or whatever, or that they just, get, what is the word?
Exterminated.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. Or turned into people. I don't know. But at the end of the day, there are so many. I mean, it's wasting a lot of goods and needs, and I mean, right now we're already, our society is already becoming overpopulated. Food is going to become scarce in the next 500 years.
Running out of food and fuel.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna run out of fuel. We're gonna burn it all off. If we don't come up with a hell of a lot more solar power in our community, then there's gonna be problems. There's gonna be a huge amount of problems.
Yeah, we're not gonna make it.
I think it's really silly because, like, people say we run out of food, but we waste a lot.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I was talking to my daughter this morning, and I was like, she was asking what brisket was, and I was like, that's cow. And she was like, cow? Ew. And I'm like, no. Okay, so think about it. Farmers raise cows so they can, so we don't have to go hunting, and then we go to the store and we buy the parts of the cow and we cook them and we eat it here. So we don't have to actually kill any animals or anything like that. And then it just got me thinking about how much of that waste, that meat at like Walmart, H-E-B, or any of those places is thrown away because it had to sit out there so long. Like, you ever think about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They must
Yeah.
throw out.
They make a larger supply.
Millions
just in
of
case
pounds.
they need
I've worked
that.
with food like basically both
I
jobs,
hate it.
and I throw a crap load of stuff away.
Like we should be donating stuff after like a certain amount of time.
Before it
to-
I thought they
spoils.
weren't able to, like stores like that. weren't
Well,
able
that's
to donate them.
like for example, like I know someone who works at McDonald's, and like whenever they have like the apple pies and stuff like that, like they have to throw them out after a certain amount of time. And
Nobody
it's like,
gets apple pies.
and like there used to be like homeless people that would come up and ask for them, but they give it to them, and they can't do that anymore because it's like they're considered spoiled, and if they ate the apple pie and they got sick, then they can sue them.
Yeah, apparently.
So,
like,
but like there should be,
they
you should
can't-
throw it out
they
of time
can't donate
before it
perishable
spoils.
food. That's the thing. They can't donate perishable
It's
foods.
not-
It has to be like canned food.
Yeah.
No, it's not even like that though. It's more of the fact that they could have paid for that,
Yeah.
and so you're giving away free like that they
Well,
could have paid for.
homeless people. They don't
But
have money.
it's the fact that they could pay for it. Someone could pay for that.
Yeah, someone
Yeah.
else.
And so then they're not going to give away if someone can pay for
But
it.
no one wants apple pie.
You guys might think this is gross, but very often I'll while I'm eating at a restaurant, or like for instance, I was at Wingstop the other day, and this guy just came in. He just kind of sat down. He just was watching the TVs. I could tell he was homeless. So I sat down, not next to him, but the table next to him, and I wasn't gonna finish like my fries or any, half my chicken or whatever. I just left it on the table, and I just kind of made sure I made eye contact with him, and like I left. And as I was walking out the door, I saw him turn around and sit down on my seat and eat the rest of my food. Because yeah, sometimes, but that's where the humanistic, like we should help each other, comes in mind. But then again, I also agree that
People have to pull their weight. Or they're worthless.
exactly. Like if you don't have any work ethic, if you don't have any drive,
What about like
then there's-
homeless kids who can't like try to get a job?
What do you mean?
Like kids who are homeless that are too young to get a job.
Labor camps.
no, that's where Boys and Girls Clubs. That's where all of those.
cost money.
Well, not if they're homeless.
That could be people that
They don't
do it
have
out
to-
of the charity of
They don't have to pay. I was homeless for 2 years whenever I was in high school. And I went to the police station. I asked them what I could do. I went to all these different places, and I did the paperwork myself, and I got on free lunches, and I got on free breakfasts, and I did everything myself. I didn't let. So I don't think there's any excuse.
See, that's taking the initiative. That's
It's just
showing
like
the
you
worth
look like
ethic.
It's just like the most ridiculous shit sometimes, because there's people that like bitch about their thing, and then like I think about like my dad. Like my dad is legally blind, like he can't see for shit, but he just works so hard and like supports me and my mom and like the rest of our family. I'm like, who are you to say that like, you're on the street and like maybe your foot hurts or something, and you don't want to, you want to rest it, so you just want to beg all the time, and you don't want to do anything about it and get up and try and work so you can make money to fix it,
Like how much it would cost.
My father's fucking blind, dude,
But you can't compare.
you can't
that.
fix
You can't-
eyes. I don't think he thinks about the cost about that either, but, if you could put yourself up somewhere where you can just eat and live, you could. I'm not saying it's gonna. You could. I know how much it costs. It's expensive for some sort of surgery, but I'm not saying it's gonna happen in one goddamn week. It takes a while to raise money for any sort of surgery.
It is. There's a double-edged sword. So I've got two brothers. Both are homeless. Both are addicts, and like one's just an alcoholic. One's like they were addicted to. What's the pills?
Oxycodone?
Yeah, oxycodone. And so both of them hit rock bottom. They're still kind of at rock bottom, and one of them is working his way out of it. And I'll tell you, it is damn near impossible if you have hit rock bottom. I'll give you the situation. Lost his wallet, doesn't have a driver's license, doesn't have a social security card, doesn't have a birth certificate, has lost most of his teeth from the drugs, and so he kind of looks like A vampire? Anyways, and so he has 2 canines. That's about it. And so, so getting a job is almost impossible at this point. And so, what he started to do, I found him a place to stay. He's starting to make wood birdhouses and taking them around the neighborhood and asking people if he's just finding scrap wood and making little birdhouses and taking them around the neighborhood to try to get some money. Ordered his birth certificate, got his social security card, and is starting to, unfortunately, can't get his driver's license because he has to pay off multiple tickets from whenever he was on drugs and did bad stuff. So I completely agree with Diamond at one point, whereas it is almost impossible to get a job and start working to get more, and once you've hit that point in your life where you're hitting a brick wall in every direction, right? And so and I'm going against myself too whenever I was saying, I feel like, homeless and people are kind of mooching off society. To tell you the truth, there was at points, in my life where I thought my brothers honestly should just end it because they're ruining society. But getting help and getting back up, it's just one of those things that, you have to do. It's hard to do, and there's really no way to do it sometimes. It's horrible, I think, to tell you the truth.
And most of the homeless people have mental health problems too. Or they're basically crazy, like the homeless guy we saw coming out of the wig shop saying he wants to buy all the wigs.
What?
He was talking to
Applebee's? What?
No, it was a wig shop.
Oh.
And
Where is this at?
it's on the street from the college.
What?
It's by Game
What's this?
Exchange.
We have a wig store?
Yep. A wig store.
Oh, wait, what?
A wig store.
Wig?
Wig.
Wig.
W-I-G.
A wig.
What's a wig?
Wig.
You wear it on your head.
You don't know what a wig is? Okay.
What's a wig?
A wig is like a hairpiece.
Oh, a wig. Oh, wig. I thought the
Wig.
analogy W-I-G. I thought that
Wig,
meant
no, wig,
something.
wig.
Oh, I was thinking
Word,
wick.
Wig.
Oh, okay. Yeah, keep
John
going.
Wick.
But yeah, he
A
was
wig. Oh, and that's why he was saying weave. All right, keep going.
wig shop, yes. But he was basically talking to himself or an imaginary baby in the stroller. You can tell he was just too far gone to do anything to try to get a job and stuff like that. I feel like at that point you should just put people in mental health facility.
Well, yeah, either that or it's just I don't know. Yeah, it's hard stuff.
This got deep.
Benji, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, you said you don't believe in depression and anxiety, right?
Yeah.
What about stage anxiety? Or right before you go on a performance?
Stage fear?
Yeah, stage fright.
Stage fright?
Yeah.
That's a problem.
What about that?
I don't really believe in stage fright as in the depression or anxiety. Depression or anxiety to me is feeling bad for yourself or feeling sad or letting yourself feel sad for a reason in particular. Stage fright is more is a reaction to being frightened. Does that make sense? That's not really anxiety. It's not depression or feeling sad or
I don't know, because it's preoccupying. It happens to me long before.
I feel like that's the same feeling. Stage fright would be the same thing as if you jumped out of a plane. Does that make sense? You're scared of something.
That makes sense.
Rather than you're actually frightened. Rather than you're sad or feeling down because of being on stage to play.
That's not depression. We're talking about anxiety. That's a different thing.
But there's evidence, proof, brain scans that your brain is reacting differently when you have depression.
The improvement that you can, some people that have depression, they give them quote unquote antidepressants.
So
I was on them for years.
Placebo pills.
They're just sugar pills and it makes them feel better.
That's what I'm saying.
They
made
it's
me-
all in their head.
They didn't make me
so
feel
much.
better.
You
They made me-
decide. You you decide to have depression.
I was on antidepressant. I was on Zoloft for like 6 years. And Zoloft didn't make me feel better. It just made me feel angry and depressed.
And then, like,
When do you not feel angry though?
some doctors, they actually give people like actual antidepressants. Sometimes it just puts those people in even like worse
stage.
moods.
Yeah.
Because you can't have, like, you have to have a balance
And
of
like
both
sometimes
medication and
it
therapy.
puts them in like a zombie state because they
Yeah.
don't have any expressions.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, my but you know, at the end of the day, I feel like I mean, yeah, I don't know. I feel like, for instance, like whenever I get mad at Jessica or like my wife and I.
Yeah, you gotta leave
Bookmark.
that out.
Yeah, like when my wife and I get upset at each other, a lot of couples will give themselves the silent treatment. You know, like that's like a big thing with couples. Is like, I'm just not going to talk to you for a while or whatever, right? Okay. But with me personally, I just decide not to do that. Like I decide it's stupid to be mad. I'm just going to go on. Yep. It's so much better to just decide. I mean, and that's what depression and anxiety is. It's a decision. I don't see in like, there's no, I mean, in my mind, and you can disagree, Diamond, that it's, you know, there's no chemical reaction to being mad or sad or glad or anything like that. It's all a decision that you
I
get to
will
make.
say that I did go to a therapist, psychiatrist, and everything.
Uh-huh.
She kept messing with my medicines, and I was so frustrated by it because I was just taking so many pills.
Did you have like an old lady thing, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
Yes.
You shake it?
Like, you don't understand. I had 2 of them, one for the morning, one for at night, because I was taking so much medicine. And I was just so frustrated with her because every time I went in, she was like upping my doses. And I was like, I had like no expression or anything. My mom was concerned, so was my dad. I was just like, I literally I was sleeping all the time. Like I wasn't like awake for anything. I was awake for school and barely that. So I went into her office and she was like, all right, now I was 15. She was like, since you're 15, we're gonna have to start getting you on birth control, which means you're gonna have to start messing with we're gonna have to start moving around all your medicines again. And I was like, no, I'm done. Like, I'm done being sad. I'm tired of all this. I'm tired of just doing everything. So I told myself that day, I was like, Haley, you're done being sad. And then I was fine.
Birth control fucks.
Well, yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, I completely believe in, like, hormones and stuff like that. I mean, like, that, yeah, you know, that stuff is going to mess you up. Just like, you know, you're going to get angry and, you know, and sad and all that stuff just for
Birth
hormones.
control helps that, Jose.
But
Condoms break. Pull out doesn't always work. Ain't that right?
Just
don't
Benji.
say anything. Anyway,
It's a simple
Quote
solution.
Benji from last summer.
Pull out
Just
doesn't
simple
always work.
solution. Just do what do until you can't get a break.
Go gay.
just what did you say?
Just go gay.
Yeah, it's just a
Like,
simple
guys
solution.
get a vasectomy
Simple
whenever they
solution.
want
There
to
you go.
And, like, get their tubes inside because doctors like, but you're gonna want a kid eventually. And they're like, I'm not gonna do it and stuff like that. Like, my mom
This
was
juice doesn't stay fresh forever, doesn't
Yeah, it does actually.
it? Does it?
Yeah, guys, nut stays like it regenerates. But it's the lady parts. It's the lady parts.
That's
It's the
okay.
eggs.
It lessens. Does that make sense? Like there are less
Women-
swimmers. Does that make
Women have a finite number of eggs.
Yeah, once
So
that's
the
what
thing.
the
Menopause.
time of the month is. They're getting rid of their shedding.
Menopause.
So, what?
What? Shut up, Jose. I have eggs in my fridge. Yeah, birth control really just.
I dyed eggs yesterday with Jasmine. Anyways, and I accidentally left them out last night.
Did one of your animals eat them?
I feel like Patty tried to go after them.
God damn it, Patty.
Patty?
But anyways, I accidentally left them out all night, so they went bad. I was like, ah, I'm sorry, Jasmine.
You ain't getting confetti eggs?
No.
Confetti eggs.
I'll get you guys back. Don't worry about it.
Sure you will, bud.
You say that.
You don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, all scholarships gone.
Cut.
Like,
Gotcha.
yeah, I know.
We're gonna come back like signing up for like classes and everything. Like, you have no money. What?
Negative $2,000.
What?
I'm taking a year off school.
Gotcha.
too.
I already took a semester off.
Oh man, I am so glad to be rid of a few people in the ensemble.
Like who?
A few.
We can't. We're not exposing people.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Wait, so is captain, the captains still captains?
Yes.
All of them?
And there's two. Or there's three.
There's three.
There's three. Yes, all of them.
Cool.
All right, drop it.
Jesus.
Drop it.
No, why'd you
Yeah, no, it's totally me.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Great. Music captains are gonna hate their lives.
What? No, you cannot.
So I'm gonna tear them a new bunghole if people don't know their music, and they're gonna have to work. They're gonna have to work overtime with people who do not have their stuff together.
You want Luke to work extra time?
He's gonna have to.
Oh my god.
I'm perfectly fine firing a leader.
All right, guys, we're pushing the limit.
Nah, we're good.
Nah, we're pushing it.
What?
He doesn't want to talk about.
Yeah, let's just not talk crap about.
We're not talking crap.
Did I?
No.
No, Bruce.
So what are we gonna? What is the role of the music captain?
So your role is to make sure that section leaders and are doing the correct thing with their sectionals, as well as keeping true to themselves in their music memorization and talent and all that stuff.
Okay.
So, and then of course you're gonna be teching whenever it goes to, like, if I want captains to step out and watch,
Technique.
things like that, I'll probably have that happen. It'll be less than section leaders because I want section leaders to really have a great job out on the field. The music captains are really just going to be inside sectionals and things like that mostly.
Would there be like full sectionals, like the whole woodwind being a sectional, whole brass, or will it just be like still flute, clarinet, saxophone?
No, whole woodwind and whole brass will have good sectionals as well.
Okay.
And then also woodwind and brass and percussion captains are going to meet with me during the summer and decide what we want in the packets, what music.
Like for stand tunes?
Yep.
Okay. That sounds.
And for when we're going through show music and stuff like that.
Okay. That sounds fun. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I feel like it'd be cool if like each section had different colored hats, so you would like be confused on who's what. So I was thinking like red ones for the saxes, black ones for the clarinets, white ones for the blues. Like,
You can if you want. You're going to have to buy them all.
I know. Hats. Like visors. For all of the woodwinds. So you can tell them apart.
So last year I decided we weren't going to require everyone to purchase band shoes, like the correct shoes. And we just did bring black.
Yeah, but now we're doing the Vipers.
And that's something I wanted to talk to everyone about. Do we want to require Vipers from everyone?
But then people have to pay for those.
Yeah.
And some people already have like the dingles.
We used the shiny ones a couple years ago, which they paid for. decided not to have them pay for it this past year so we'd be able to recycle and start over. Do we want to require Vipers, or do we want to do one more year, or what do we should
I have Vipers, so I'm kind of biased because I've had Vipers for 4 years.
I'd say let's go ahead and get some Vipers.
Yeah, Vipers I think look more professional.
I had Vipers in high school.
And I feel like since the Dinkles are shiny,
They're almost like a damn tennis shoe. They're really nice.
Yeah.
I
Vipers.
had the real masters in high school.
And since they're like really, since the other ones are really shiny, I feel like they would be like a distraction in the sun, you know.
Yeah, I don't know who else has, like, Kayla, you probably still have Dinkles, yeah?
Yeah.
Vipers aren't that expensive.
And there's not very many third years.
I mean, honestly, I don't have a problem with buying new shoes because I hate those things. I get like 3rd-degree burns in them.
That's true. The only other problem is, like, I like those Dinkles because when we perform at concert band, people have nice, shiny, dress-looking shoes. Does that make sense?
But then they'll just have nice matte dress shoes if you get the Vipers.
I guess that's true.
If you don't have dress shoes in college,
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Well, what if my dog unlaced my dress shoes and ate the laces?
Your dog is a
do that?
fucking genius.
Dude, he won't eat the shoe. He will unlace the shoe and eat the lace. I don't understand how he does it. The dog is stupid as can be, but for some reason when it's coming to eating shoelaces, he's the smartest.
He's only stupid around you.
Father.
Did you use that spray we gave you?
No.
Not yet. I haven't got to go get anything.
We should do it tonight.
Just go around anything he might want
Like
to
the
chew
bed,
on ever.
like the air mattress. Like,
No, I wouldn't spray anything that somebody's gonna lay down on.
The only thing he chews on are his toys and food.
We'll go after the door frames for sure.
Well, that
right?
was just
If he's
'cause he
ever-
would-
No, he didn't bite it. He scratched it because he's trying to get
He's
out.
trying to get out of the bathroom.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I'm telling you, like, he doesn't like chew anything besides his toys and food.
And people.
He does not chew people.
He bites me.
Do you clip his nails or do you have somebody else?
I got his nails clipped and it doesn't do anything. Because whenever he's playing, he puts so much. He uses his hands like if you're playing tug of war, this fool will pull, and then if he gets up, he goes bam to try to use his arm. He uses his paws for everything, and he uses it with so much force that they're dull, but they hurt still.
Mocha's the same way. I had when Mocha was little. You know that guy that was in the video, the whoop whoop video. His name was Nick.
How was that, Carlos?
I don't think you need to edit that out. Anyways, we took him to PetSmart. Mocha, whenever he was like 3 or 4, it took 8 people to hold him down.
What?
While we clipped his nails. He would snarl and want to kill everyone for touching his paws. Yesterday, I got like 4 of his nails clipped, and I was like, heck yeah, victory, right? Because when he was little, man, it was scary. I mean, and it was me and him, and like 6 other full-grown dudes, like your guys' size, laying across him. And I mean, I had like this on his neck with him snarling, trying to kill everybody who was trying to clip his nails.
Zeus just sat there. I was like, here, give it, and he held his paw over.
Dude, my dog was not having it. Oh, it was bad.
Like, and when he heard the noise, he was like, huh?
I tried to do that, like, you know, the little grinder thing,
Yeah.
thing. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. I tried to do it while he's sleeping. Like when he's sleeping, I'll sneak up there. I'll just be like, pop, and I'll run away. He would wake up and get so mad, dude. Oh my gosh. Like, but I mean, over the course of a couple weeks, I'd have, you know, most of the nails clipped.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I get 4 out of sitting, you know, and like I just have to have him lay down, and I put my hand over his eyes, and I'll clip it. Yeah, he just doesn't want to fight anymore. To tell you the truth.
I got 4.
I don't know, when it comes to Zeus and keeping up with his grooming, he like giving him a bath. If he hears the water running, he's like, son of a bitch. He's like, no. And I'll have to pick him up. And you know, he's like, and as soon as I put him in there, he's like, fine.
Have you guys
they'll
ever
sit
seen
down.
those videos on YouTube of like the husky or the Great Dane that like holds onto the wall, like won't go
Yeah, they're
out?
like, no!
Or the door frame, like they're just holding on to the door frame, they will not let it go.
But I don't get
Oh,
why he
man.
won't take a bath, but he'll go to the lake and he'll hop right in. He's like, hey!
Wait,
What did you just
I don't know, man.
That's voluntary.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, current.
Yeah, I feel like this is probably my last summer with my dog. He's getting to the point where he's starting to slow
Mocha?
down.
How old is
yeah.
Lo?
Lo is 9,
Oh, it's Mocha.
12.
Oh.
Yeah. I've had him. He was. My wife
Rah.
and I's. He was my wife and I's first anything.
So
Like,
it was Mocha then Tucker?
yeah, it was Mocha and then it was Oscar. So we got the dog because we wanted to have something together to share. And then I got her the cat for her birthday. And that guy was a bastard.
Which one?
Oscar, when I was picking him up at the pound, my lord, he didn't like. First of all, like when I was petting, he's like totally catfished me. Okay, I was like petting him, and he was great, and he was like, "Oh yeah, cool, bro," right? And then like I bring the cat carrier to put him in
He's
the
like,
thing.
no.
That MF scratched the ever living out of me so much that day. I mean, by the time I got home with that freaking cat, I was like, you take it because I'm gonna kill it, and like enjoy it for one day because I'm gonna go drown it out.
Hold on.
I hated that cat right from the beginning.
So
Holy
Oscar's
cow.
like 11, 10?
Oscar is also, he's 12 or 13. He's 12, I think, though. He's the same age as me.
Yeah, old.
And then Lo, we found in a Walmart parking lot. She was probably yay big, running across.
Same
I
size.
hate that dog too. Anyways,
I like Lo, even though she
everyone loves
I
Lo,
love
but she's
Lo.
like honestly.
screams at me.
Lo kept jumping up to eat my food.
I think a dog has to at least be, knee height to be considered a dog.
All right, so I agree and I disagree, dude. I love miniature wiener dogs. I don't know what it is about a miniature wiener with the huge ears, and like, dude, those dogs are awesome.
No.
And
No.
bass hounds, not bass hounds. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Basset Hound. I
those
mean,
are
like
cool
Chihuahuas.
dogs.
Chihuahuas
No,
aren't a
no,
dog.
no, no.
Chihuahuas are stupid,
Chloe
and
doesn't-
Chihuahuas should just be,
Chloe's not knee length.
Shih
chill.
Tzus? No. I
Wait,
ain't doing no
Chloe's
Shih
not
Tzu.
knee length.
Okay, but you know what I mean. Like,
She-
like Chihuahuas are rats. Chihuahuas are just big rats.
Chihuahuas are demons.
My sister.
Except
When I
for
was in,
Alice, except for William's sister.
When I was in high school, I had this science teacher. His name was Mr. Beasley. He was awesome, dude. Anyways, he used to say if you brought him fossils, he would give you extra credit. If like you went out and you dug up fossils or anything, he'd give you extra credit in class. Well, I lived right next to a creek. And so I was out there hanging out all the time. All my buddies, we'd go out there and like fish for alligator gar and stuff like that.
Oh my
In the
goodness,
creek.
that's pretty dangerous.
Nah, man,
it's not.
it was a lot of fun. Honestly, we'd put wiener dogs, we'd put hot dogs on the thing.
I'm thinking of big alligator gars.
No,
No,
they,
dude,
they
these
were,
things are
dude.
huge.
It was like at least 4 to 5 feet long, each one of these gar. Anyways,
That's pretty dangerous.
they were hanging
Nah.
out. They hang out in this creek, and we'd fish for them. And when they get it, we'd pull them out, and then we'd beat them with a baseball bat.
Okay.
I got a picture.
Whoa.
Wait, let me.
Hey.
I'll bring you guys a picture.
I didn't beat him with a baseball bat.
We were holding one. You guys don't get like whenever I was in middle school, dude. I was pretty redneck. I was like,
They're like meat ninjas.
I can see it.
anyways.
Okay, man, I caught him, but I didn't beat the living hell
dude,
out of him.
No, have you seen these things, man?
Yes, I know what an alligator go. I caught
think
plenty
that's
of
Your
them.
face off.
Anyways, so what were we talking about? Oh, fossils. Anyways, I was out there at the creek one day and I was like, "Oh, dude, check it out! I found a fossil." It was a skull that was like, we were digging for crawdads, and it was
Jesus.
underneath the thing, and we got the skull, And I brought it in to Mr. Beasley. I was like, Mr. Beasley, what kind of dinosaur is this? He was like, that's a Chihuahua head. I was like, oh, I'm going to go wash my hands. All right. It was pretty horrible.
Chihuahuas are...
That's kind of cool.
He did give me extra credit, though. He was like, all right, cool.
Counts.
Cool, bro.
Chihuahuas are spawns of
He
Satan.
was awesome. He was that science teacher that did like. Did you guys ever like have the huge bubble things? You light them on fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did that like at least once a week for us, just
That's
for funsies. You've never done that, or like?
Describe it to me.
So you make this huge cloud of bubbles that are all stuck together. If you light it on fire, it just goes up like a.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't do anything to the roof or anything.
We did something called elephant's toothpaste.
Oh yeah.
Elephant's toothpaste?
Yeah,
It was
it's like when you put,
chemistry.
and then I did another one where I put marshmallows in a vacuum chamber, and it got really big. And then I did another one where it was gasoline inside of like a water jug, and you shake the water jug around, and dump the gasoline out, and you light like a little stick on fire,
Yeah.
and throw it inside the barrel, and the barrel just explodes inside.
Yeah, it's called like the engine. It's like a jet.
Nice.
I can't smell anything.
Yeah,
I almost
there's a
said that. I
skunk in
can't
the
smell
area.
everything.
Nice.
I just want to be a kid.
Dude, did anybody hear the euphonium player today? Whatever, like we got done with benediction, or I was like in Angels or something. He just goes.
Oh,
Right?
It was in between the da 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 da.
he played like an extra
I was like, dude, I could almost not help but laugh. He was like, bup, 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 bup.
Well, it's because he played like an extra note or something. And it was like awkward.
I was just like, what the hell was that?
So
I look over there and like Austin just looks across, or dang it.
No, wait,
You're allowed to
you're
say
allowed
my
to,
name.
Austin just is looking across, like smiling at all the rest of the saxes, and you guys are all just like.
So I'm just saying, you're allowed to laugh during rehearsal, but when there's a wasp on our saxophone,
I didn't laugh. I mean, I just was in my mind. I was laughing.
Yeah, he wanted to kill us.
You were so cool.
Dude, I really was like, I look over there and you guys are just like all playing grab ass with this. Honestly, it looked like you guys were like hunting rabbits. I was like, what is going on here?
I wasn't laughing. I was.
You guys were like
I was dying.
smiling your ear to ear. I was.
Oh God!
so mad.
When it landed on his head,
Oh my god.
that was it. I was gone. I was
I was
like,
just like, Sion, what do I do? He's like,
I kept looking at Austin. I was like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
I don't know.
do you just look at us in like the middle sometimes? Just like see our reactions? You're like, what are the saxophones up to this time?
Yeah, well,
And I just see them behind me, they're just like losing their shit. I'm like,
I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, I can't even talk.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what's going on? What's going on?
I was surprised I was able to play my polka part. Like, oh God.
Austin,
What?
that before,
why'd you say you were sorry?
Oh, because you were saying that when the euphonium player messed up, he always was like, oh, sorry. And then he messed up and he said, oh, sorry. And so I looked at you and said, oh, sorry.
He messes up and he's like, oops, sorry. Oops.
Actually, he goes. Actually, he goes. Actually, he goes. His daughter does that.
What?
Like when
Haha, Diamond.
Shut up.
Ha
whenever like she's
So
playing
funny.
the piano for us, and she messes up, she's like, "Oh, actually, he goes." And then she
oh
does
my
it again.
daughter,
Yeah.
actually,
Actually, he goes.
actually,
Yeah.
she just actually like.
That just sounds like
I
whenever
don't remember
whenever
that.
anyone
That
ever
was
is trying to
so
have a
cute.
conversation in B's office, and someone
So
says something
mad.
that's like maybe factually sort of vague, and then there's any person who's like, actually,
What?
yeah, it happens a lot.
Oh, okay.
I've gotten actually from Diamond, from Megan, from fucking.
Actually.
And then you just pull the anyways.
An hour and 8
Bruh, this is such a long podcast.
Hour and a half.
It's an hour and 8 minutes.
Almost an hour.
Wow, we made some really good time. I didn't even really speed all the way up either.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna have to be 2 different podcasts.
Should we just end it right here?
I guess we can. Alright. Thank you, Kayla and Jose and our Uber driver Benji for joining the Men Upstairs Travel Podcast. Thanks, Squealy, for giving us your opinion about murdering everybody. Diamond, whatever. Michael, you really didn't talk the whole time. Alright. Yeah. See you later.